Three, two, one. We are live. Hello. Welcome to the Sunday night Artist Alley Comics auction. Comics art auction, I should say. That's not what it says, but that's the Sunday night Artist Alley Comics auction. Comics art auction, I should say. That's not what it says, but that's I have got Avery again with me tonight. Hopefully, Andrew will be joining us later, as long as he's able to. And of course, the thing's been put out to multiple people. Tank should be here as well at some point. He's able to. Tank Fared Art. We got two watching, which is probably me and Avery at the moment. So no, just one, which is me. So we're gonna wait again till we have 10 people in here. That way, we actually have people, hopefully, that can bid on this, more than one person. In the meantime, why don't you tell people about your hero?
Oh, the hero Indiegogo.
Yes, that way, at least people listening at the beginning of this afterwards can learn about it.
Well, Hero is a over 160 page, I think it's like 176 page original graphic novel, all ages friendly, about Hero, our main character Hero, and his best friend Pudge. And it's this journey story of the coming of age, the hero's beginning. It's influenced by all kinds of things, from Greek mythology to The Hobbit and The Secret of NIMH. I think it's a lot of fun. It's something a parent can enjoy with your kid. You don't have to worry about a bunch of weird stuff, man. That doesn't belong there. I'm all for weird stuff, but keep it out of certain areas.
Yeah, you don't want kids watching it or looking at it. Well, it depends on what the weird stuff is.
adult stuff for adults. It's safer themes for kids.
Yes, for sure. And that is on Indiegogo. There is a link to that in the description. And if you have if you've also yet to subscribe to Comics and Illustration, Avery here, there's a link in the description for him as well.
Ooh, thank you.
So you can easily go over there either now while you're waiting. We're waiting for more people to come and get in here. We want 10 people before we actually start the auction off. And more people, the better for bidding. If you've seen the preview, we've got some good art here tonight, especially with Avery, with myself. Hopefully, when Tank shows up, and other people, who knows? John Dillard might get in the house in the panel. He might have some stuff. We got 6 likes already right now, and we got 2 watching. This is good.
Hey, man.
So Avery here, Comics and Illustration 7.62. He is what? You're at like 69, 70?
Yeah, 70 subs.
When he gets to 100 subs, he is giving away what, 1 or 4 sketchbooks that he has?
I have 3 left now. Somebody wanted one. One of our regulars wanted one, and I couldn't say no.
Okay,
but you know what? I may give away the 3 sketchbooks, or two, and like an original drawing.
Yeah. Well, you could, maybe give. It's up to you, obviously, what you do. Maybe give 1 or 2 away now. Save something for your 250, mark. Unless you think you're gonna have something better by then to give away.
I have enough material. I could do another sketchbook.
Ooh.
Because this was 2012. I did this. I have enough sketches and illustrations I've done for role-playing games, and my own personal paintings. I could do a art book, no problem. A color art book. It's just a matter of getting the funding.
Yeah.
Because, it would have to be a similar budget to Hero, a good 10,000.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's hard to get that when you're not very well known. But I have tons of illustrations I've done for role-playing games and other things, as well as my own paintings, and tons of commissions I've done and sketches I've done over the years. I could fill another 100-page book easy. It's just a matter of finding the audience and getting the funding.
Yeah.
I have the material. I have the material already done.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna refresh my.
I'm screen sharing the.
Yeah, I see that. I've got it locked on you for that.
Oh, fantastic! Here's the Indiegogo for Hero Book 1, written and illustrated by my good buddy Andrew Charper, and with colors by me. And we're at 2,189 of our $10,000 goal.
That EVS showed you out last night. Must have really helped.
You know what? He gave us a nice bump, and it was mentioned today too.
Oh, that's good. Now it'd just be nice to get right on EVS.
Sure,
on there
but we serve at Caesar's leisure. If he chooses to be that generous, we would accept, but it's not expected.
Yeah.
But
for sure. You should get if you were listening last night, and you were, Jean-Luc is wanting to get you guys on.
Yeah, I told Andrew to contact him. I've been yelling at Andrew for weeks to contact people. Because he's the artist, he's the writer, he's the one people really want to talk to. He's the guy. I'm the colorist. Are good colors important? Yes, but people want to talk to the artist and the writer, and I'm like, dude, go for it. You got to contact people. Come on, man. But if you look at our tiers here, it's sort of a la carte. There's one that's a bundle of the sketchbook, the book, the graphic novel, and the ash can, which contains a preview for Hero Book 2, which I'm already coloring because the art's all done.
Yeah.
And or you can order things separately, like you can order just the ash can. You can order just the sketchbook. You can order just the book. You can order just an original 9x12 sketch if you want to. You can get the Hero plus the book. I mean, a 6x9 sketch plus the book for $35. You can get an original watercolor sketch where Andrew will draw a 9x12 nice finished illustration on 9x12 illustration board, and then he gives it to me, and I watercolor it by hand.
Cool. I was just going to say, for anybody that's watching right now, if you could please share this out, and obviously everybody's hitting that like button that's coming in and going out. It says we only still got 2 watching, which...
Yeah, maybe they're tweeting out, man. Sometimes that counter is not entirely accurate. And
yeah, well, it changes between what we would see in our thing here and what they would see, But I'm looking at it right on right on YouTube.
On YouTube, gotcha.
So that, according to that, it's saying 2, and that seems to keep going no matter what. And I've got no one talking in the chat at the moment. So.
But, we've got packages where you can get, 3 at a time of the book and 5 at a time. And here's some prelim stuff where Andrew's working on a brand new cover for this color edition of the book.
Oh, yeah. And we've been seeing him do that live, too.
Yeah, he's been doing a lot of it live. I'm not going to do it live when I color it. I'm going to record me doing it and then hand it off to Andrew, and he'll speed it up and do a time-lapse thing of me coloring it. And then we'll probably put that video on both our channels.
Yeah, that makes sense. For sure.
Got an ash can. Here's some sketches. Concept. Like, this is concept art for book 3 that he's writing and drawing now.
Cool.
He's even got some of the art that's going to be in the ash can for the preview of book 2. Plus, he's also working on another short story for the Ashcan. The Ashcan is going to have an original story and a preview for the second book.
Yeah, these are all looking awesome. These these concept arts.
Yeah, Andrew's getting better and better and better, man. I beat him up a lot, but it's working. Yeah, like this is an example of, this is a bad scan. The scan doesn't look right of the watercolor 9x12s.
Yeah. And those are all pages from the first one that I saw there?
Yeah, this right here, this is a sample. This is preview pages of what the art looks like in book 1. He took the lettering off. Oh, he should have left it.
Well, I guess he doesn't want to give too much away.
He wouldn't. It would all be out of context.
Yeah.
And he should have picked some different pages, but...
Yeah. Heck, you guys could pick, guys could have 6 or 7 pages and have it picked, one every 50 pages or something, 25 pages.
Yeah, I would have picked some of these pages are pages I would have picked, and some of them aren't.
Yeah.
But that's our little project, man.
Yeah.
That's our little Indiegogo.
Yeah. Okay, seems like we're having a hard time getting up to 10 tonight. We were up to 4 there for a second, and now we're back down to 2.
Oh no.
If anybody has any questions in the chat that is watching and listening, just let us know. We will do our best to answer them. I know there's no auction going on quite yet, but we're waiting to try and get 10 people in here. I could put something up right now, but it'd be pretty boring, especially since nobody's typing in the chat.
Yeah, if people are just lurking.
And lurking is fine. We like lurkers as well.
Sure. I lurk on every channel I follow. I mostly lurk. Occasionally I'll pipe up and say something, but mostly I'm lurking.
Yeah, sometimes I lurk, sometimes I get involved. Depends on what I feel like at any given time.
Most of the time I'm hiding. I'm watching.
Nice Lobo, nice Sinestro. I mentioned about the Red Rooster and the promo thing. That's going to be $100 page start off.
Yeah. I really need 100 for those in the Cyberfrog, the 11x17s that are full on pin up or cover quality stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's a full day's work.
Yeah. So if you're new out there, the person watching, please tweet this.
Oh, I lost
you. Somehow.
Oh man, I lost you there for a second.
Thanks.
Oh man, I'm having a lot of connection problems. Or is it you?
I'm not sure. I don't think I am.
It must be me. I must be something must be wrong. You know what? Let me go check something. I'll be right back.
Okay. Okay, so just sent Tank Ferret his thing. Check it more. Got a couple of notifications. Hopefully that's people retweeting. Cool. So, for anybody that can't reply in the chat, how are you all doing tonight? Feel free to type that in the chat.
All right.
We're back up to 4. Yay! Only 6 more.
Only 6 more.
Yeah, till we can actually start this auction. We need 6 more people in here, people.
Oh,
we want 10 people before we start this. And hopefully some of them. Hello, Joseph. Joseph Watson's in the chat, and he says he's just passing through.
Well, hello.
What's this live stream about? Well, we have art that we are going to be auctioning off. If you can see Avery's screen right now, I think I got it on Avery, locked on Avery. Different pieces that we're going to be auctioning off. I'll share my screen for a second here.
Sure.
And I'm going to bring this up. We have a couple pieces Avery has selected to share that he's going to be this nice Lobo, because that's what
Lobo, yeah.
Lobo's all about.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Lost you.
Ever get
Okay. Lost you for a second. Oh, man. Okay. You there, Cross? Are you there? Hey, Cross, you there? Uh-oh.
Hello? 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 Can people hear me? Hello? Hello? Can people hear me? Okay. Okay, I'm back. Avery, if you're out there, I'm back. I should stop. That should. Want to close my door, Mom? What? Close my door. That way they can't hear that as well. Good. Okay, we got 7 watching. Pardon it? I'm coming. Hey.
Okay, all right.
My computer just froze and then started acting up. So I had a hard time just getting things.
But we're still on the same stream.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, all I did was hit the X. I didn't hit stop broadcast or anything like that. If you hit the X on the Google Hangouts, it won't stop the broadcast.
Huh.
And then you can go back into your Google Hangout, your live stream event, and just restart Google Hangouts.
Cool beans.
So that way you don't have to restart the stream.
All right.
So we are up to 6. We were up to 7 there. We're up to 9 likes, which is good.
Cool.
And we are still. And everybody out in the chat went down, and I leave and people come in. I come back in and people leave. Everybody, be sure to hit the like button if you've yet to hit it. And of course, be sure to share this out with all your different social media sources. That way we can get some more people in here, get people bidding on our products. Right now we only have me and Avery. I thought Tank was coming. I can see the chat. I don't know whether Avery's got the chat up, but I do.
No, I can't see the chat. My phone's in the next room, and I don't have a way to split.
Yeah,
I can see it.
That's no problem.
Not without having the chat on the screen, which
is a pain.
Yeah, unless I was just doing a chat, it would be fine. If I was just like reading an article and doing a chat, it'd be fine.
If you're on stream, then yeah, fine, you need it up, but let the other guy who's streaming actually is have it up, right?
You. Well, my phone's on charge in the next room.
But let's see. Our first piece up for bid. I'm gonna try and bring up. First piece up for bid. No, my mom is in the chat. Our first piece is.
I lost you again, Cross. Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
I lost you again for a second.
Here.
You're there? Okay, you keep going in and out. Is it me or is it you?
Picture and everything like
Yeah, you keep breaking up.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I can now.
Okay. Crush. Hey, Tank. Tank says, "Oh my goodness, I just got the notification from the chat. Cross is dumping," says John. Make sure you guys switch it out. I mean, I said yes. Just trying to close down some programs, thinking that might be the problem.
Could be. Or if someone else is streaming.
Nobody else is. Though my mom is watching, but that usually isn't a problem.
Yeah. I meant something like Netflix or video games or.
No. Okay, so let's see. You coming in, Tank?
Come on in.
John says, "Do this on Avery's channel." You should have the link in the big thing there, Tank. Okay, let's see whether I can bring up. Okay. I bring up. Okay. This is great. Okay. I was bringing up your guys' artwork, and it wanted to freeze on me.
Maybe your system needs to be rebooted.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to do that right now because I don't want to do it right now, more accurately, because of, I think, obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to mess anything up. Oh, hello, Mighty Geek. How are you tonight?
I'm all right. What's up?
Not much. We're just having ourselves an art auction. You got anything that you might like to try and sell?
No, not at this time. I'm just seeing what's going on, right?
Okay, we still only got 6 people in the chat. Let's me bring up the chat. Tank says I'm using his internet company. It seems like that. But right now we have this is what we're going to be auctioning off first. Lobo by Avery, and it's starting off at $25. And of course, this is or unless you want it started off at more. But this is the Cyber Frog that he's gonna do, and it's starting off at 100.
Yeah.
I think I remember you saying something about having a color print with it, or is that just the Red Rooster?
Oh no, the Cyber Frog will come with a color print too. I can get a color print made of the color version.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll bring up the color version once we get to that piece. I've got this Lobo is on a 8.5 by 11 color, and I'll throw in this older Lobo sketch that's on a backboard. It's on a comic backboard with it also.
Let's see.
I'll throw it in there for 30.
Now, the auction hasn't officially started yet, but we're letting people see again what we are offering.
Yeah, I've got a good scan of that Lobo here up on my screen.
Yeah. That's a nice one behind him too. That's the other one that you're offering?
Yeah, it's on a comic book backboard, standard backboard.
Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing right now. And I'm going to go back to the... We got 9 watching. And... But you say with the set, 11 by 17, it's $30, right?
This is 9
to
by
start off.
This is 8.5 by 11.
No, the other one.
This?
The one, yeah.
This is
or they set.
This is on a standard backboard, like
okay.
a backing board you put with your comic.
Oh, okay. So it's like for comic size, basically.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry, I misunderstood what you meant. And did you say to get that with it, it's got to get up to 30?
Yeah. I'll sell them both together for 30.
Okay. We are down to 7. Everybody out there, be sure to share this out with anybody and everybody on your social media stuff that YouTube will let you share it out with. That way we can get some more people in here. When we hit 10 people, we will start the actual auction.
Allah.
Misfit Corner Comic says Avery rocks.
So what have you drawn this time, Rick?
What was that?
I said, what have you drawn this time?
Oh, this is stuff that I did a while back myself. I can show while we're waiting for those other couple people, since we're down to 8. I can show what I've got up for this auction. And I've got Tanks already, too, whenever he comes in. Okay, so let's see. Don Gill says, I will auction page 1 of the Canadian Buckler for $100.
The Canadian Shield has competition now.
No, John's created him as a sidekick for the Canadian Shield. Okay, so I've got a Hulk.
Why does he look? I was about to say, why does he look like Hulk Hogan?
Oh, this isn't it. This is what I've got today so far. Hulk Hogan, a Nightwing, a Skeletor, and however you pronounce that anime character's name.
Oh.
So that's what I've got at the moment. Oh, and nobody saw that because although I was sharing, I was locked on Avery. So let's go back to that and share. Okay, so here's the anime manga character. Skeletor, Nightwing, and Hulk Hogan. And that was drawn on the wrestling version of Drawn and Quartered. Drawing Blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
first name.
Yeah, P.S. Melter show?
Yeah. Okay, so now got that. I'm going to put that down. And we're still at 8. Let's see what the chat is saying. We're still at John's last statement about the $100. John says maybe I should start the bidding at 200. Well, if you want to get that kind of money, you got to find a way to get on mics.
Yeah.
The Friday night version. Come on. We were down to 8 people watching. Come on, people. Let's get our other people in here. Let's start this. We're like almost 40 minutes in, although we did have some technical problems. So who knows what that might have done to us. And are you coming in, Tank, or not? let us know in the chat if you're still listening. Or just come in, of course. And I actually sent the thing to your DM'd you to Twitter. Twitter. Jonah Arts is thinking things over. He said about toy review. That's probably because of all my toys in the background. If you guys can see them. With my nice Canadian flag. I'm gonna do a video soon. Just I'm gonna film it and say stuff. John Hart saying $1.50 for a can of soda.
No.
I'd rather go to the dollar store and get it cheaper. I'll get a bottle for $1.
And I get a 3-liter bottle for $1.
Yeah, it's been a while. I've seen 3-liter bottles, but it's been like years since I've seen one of those.
No, certain places still have it.
John says all prayer receipts will go towards the Rick Piper's mission trip. Start the bidding at $100 for for the Canadian Buckler. We're up to 9 again. Cool. If you're listening and have yet to share this out, be sure to share this out. We're waiting to get up to 10 people in, unless somebody wants to put in a starting bid of $25 for Lobo for comics and illustration. His $25 starting bid for. And I'm wondering, John, since you're in the chat, maybe you can answer. Maybe ask. I asked something in our one chat on Twitter. I'm wondering what's going on with that. Just so I know whether to be available tomorrow night or not. Hopefully you know what I mean. I don't want to give too much away. Okay, so I'm just going to put up. I just don't want to keep it on that one image too long. Oh no, we are skipping a week. We're skipping a week and then we're switching? And why you got all caps, John? So what have you been up to lately, Mighty Geek?
Not much. I was doing thumbnails for my book for the past few days.
Oh, cool. John Hart says the yin and yang is just 69 when you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So have you checked out Hero yet by Misfit Corner Comics and Comics and Illustration? Mighty?
Not yet. I've heard about it, but I haven't checked it out yet.
Well, there is later on, when we're not on stream, there is a link in the description of this for that. So, man, if at 8 o'clock we're not up to 10 and not auctioning off anything, I think I'm going to cut the stream. This will be like almost like the first stream.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Yeah, because I don't want to keep you guys on here.
Sure,
you know.
Sure.
If nothing's happening, why stick around?
Sure, I understand.
So we're at 8. Trying to think of others. Stuff to say. You want to talk any more about Hero, or maybe Andrew if you're available, or talk about.
Andrew's at a dinner, at a family dinner. That's the reason he was probably popping in on his phone real quick.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. He's probably still not here in the chat.
Well, I've seen him in the chat a couple times, but like you said, it's his phone. So.
It's probably in and out. Yeah, he's on his phone. By now, he might be on his way driving back home.
Yeah.
We are.
Maybe you got some stuff from Hero there. Maybe to show off some of the pages that you can show off. Do you have anything from issue 1 or issue 2 that maybe you can or talk about that you can show off?
I have it all, man. I got it all. I got all the files for book 1.
Yeah.
I've got all the files. Hold on, I gotta get to it.
Yeah. Or Mighty Geek, maybe show off something that you've been working on.
Sure.
You know, might as well make this about everybody, you know, while we're waiting, you know, instead of just dead air.
Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
Dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air, dead air.
Oh man. Let me find some good pages.
So do you have anything to show off right now, Mighty? Maybe not that you're selling, but you know, just show off that you've been working on.
Well, I do have with this. This is the latest incarnation of the cover that I've done. I don't know if you can see it all.
Ronin, yeah. It's a bit blurry, but...
that's the back cover to it.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Cool. And of course, something I've done, people, is set up a bit of a backdrop here. I'm not sure what you guys can see. Yeah, let's see whether I'm not going to be using it tonight. And yes, it'll be a pain in the butt to reset up. I'm going to switch to my other camera. And get things. I'll do, like I said, I'm going to do a video for this with my phone so everybody can see better, but it might be neat just to show people quick this way. While we're waiting for things. Let's see, can we? No, we're not going to be able to do that. Rats. Not sure what people can see. And I don't got my chat up either. Yeah. So that doesn't help. Hey, John.
Ooh,
hey, what's going on, Rick?
Not much.
Oh.
So, do you see what I have here on the table? This is the original hand-drawn, very first appearance, first page of a 4-page story of the appearance and origin of the Canadian Buckler.
Cool.
And you can snap this up for as little as $100, and that's where the bidding starts.
That's the top of the page, I take it?
This is
on the bottom.
This is almost the whole page. This is the full splash page here.
Oh, okay. Just because we couldn't see too much.
You got the Canadian buckler. He's waiting. He's laying in wait. And if you see up here, this is actually going to be the first imprint of appearance right up here of the Canadian shield. Look at that.
Yes, a story that doesn't take place till like after a year and a half into the comic universe.
Yeah, and this guy right here, this man is evil. Above all else, he's desperate. And he's following, look at right here, he's following down the street this young lady into a dark alley. And what's on his mind, who knows? Who knows?
Mm.
The buckler knows.
It's cool.
Okay, so I'm going to switch back to my other camera.
This is just a box here of dialogue, so I left it blank. It's giving an introduction. You see the Canadian Shield is watching this guy, making sure this is his first time out. He's going to try to stop this. He's going to try to stop this crime, right? But this is what happens. I'm going to tell you what happens because you need to know. It's very important. Okay. This man pulls out a knife and attacks this young woman. And it's not until he pulls out that knife that the Canadian buckler jumps into action, right? And he comes down and he does a real powerful landing and a superhero pose. And he tells him, listen here, criminal. And right as he says that, he slices her throat.
Oh, man.
He waited too long to act.
He failed his first time out.
And the Canadian Shield, he just comes out of nowhere and just lands with a thunderous crush and just crushes the guy's whole bone structure, right? Lands on the guy. And he snatches up the buckler and he pulls him close to his face and he tells him, what the hell were you waiting for, you know? It's like, you knew this guy was obviously gonna kill this girl. Look what you did. This is on you. And he throws him into the gutter and he tells him, you ain't ready and you're never gonna be ready to be a hero. So this guy gets super pissed, right? He's like, no, you're wrong, Canadian Shield. He becomes the villain. He becomes the reverse Shield.
Okay. That's cool. That is cool. The reverse Shield.
So this is going to be page 1 of a 4-page story giving the origin of the Canadian buckler. And this is going to be one of those passion prestige projects. I'm going to print this out myself and sell this 4-page story.
4-page book, $25.
Oh no, 4-page book. 4-page book, $4. It will have a cover and it will have a credits page.
But I like the idea. I like the story idea, John.
Do you remember the movie? Do you remember the movie The 300?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where that guy that has that deformed, crippled back, and he goes up to Leonidas and he tells him, "I want to be a fighter. I can fight too, you know." And Leonidas tells him, "No, you got to be able to protect the guy behind you from breastplate to neck or whatever." And he casts him out, and he's like, and he tells him, "No, you're wrong, Leonidas. You're wrong." You know, it's exactly what this is happening to this guy right here. He knows that he's a hero, and he knows that it's kind of, it's a little bit of a fine line you got to walk. I mean, you can't just go and attack people because you think they're going to commit a crime, you know?
Yeah.
Right. So
he waits until he pulls the knife out. That's when he makes his move, but Canadian Shield's having none of it.
He says, yes, you have to anticipate the knife being drawn. But
so,
no, you don't do that.
You just don't do that. Look at that. Look at these look at these highly detailed backgrounds on this story. Look at this wet, rainy street these people are walking on. Beautiful, beautiful piece right here.
Now this is a black and white noir story. So
it certainly is.
You cannot add color to that. Don't.
I can add some color to it digitally, but it's mainly just going to be one color per page.
Red.
Red.
Yeah.
Red. a really flat red.
Yeah. That's the only color.
It's going to be like a really ashy brick red.
That's the only type of color that will work in this story.
So
and this original page can be yours for just $100.
Have you scanned it in yet, John?
I certainly have.
Yeah,
And if you do buy this for $100, that $100 will go directly towards Rick's mission trip to help spread the word of the good Jesus and his father and Ghost that hangs around with him too.
Okay, people, we've got like 8 minutes before it's the top of the hour. Put out stuff. Let people know that we are here. I'm gonna refresh my page just to make sure I've got the right number of people.
Rick, I don't think that you're excited enough about this Canadian butler that I'm talking about here.
Well, it's not exactly the origin story I'd choose. Not exactly the Canadian Shield's personality in there either, but what can I say?
Well, John, you have to remember when most people think of Canadians, they think of people who are non-violent, with the exception of Deadpool.
I don't know. I mean, if you had the
And
opportunity
Wolverine
to save a life, if you were the Canadian Shield and somebody just was responsible for the senseless death of an innocent, wouldn't you be a little upset?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he'd grab him and toss him in the gutter. But then again, I don't know what's happened to the Canadian Shield. Well, I know I've written 8 issues, so I know.
Oh, he's right here. You can't see them? The Canadian Shield?
Yeah, sort of. But like I said,
the next page too is gonna be a big splash page of him, his eyes real open in the top in a small bar, and he's gonna be doing a backflip upside down these buildings. It's gonna look pretty cool.
Okay, so we have hit the 10 mark. We actually do have 10 people here watching.
Okay.
I know that's almost incredible at this point. So I'm going to put up Avery's one page of his Lobo.
I just don't think you're taking this seriously, Rick.
It's meant to be taken seriously?
This is a hardcore noir story. This is a very moody and serious origin story.
It's the definitive work of the Canadian Buckler. I mean, it's...
Yeah, a villain. You're making him into a villain. It sounds like something I could use for my character's sidekick.
The thing is, this is a reactionary story to what Canadian Shield actually did to him.
This is your Watchmen story for your universe.
This ain't your mama's Canadian Shield.
Yeah. Exactly.
Anyways, we do have this Lobo by Avery up for $25. Does anybody want to get this Lobo for $25 US?
Oh, he's giving me the finger. That's not nice.
That's Lobo. That's what he does.
That's the main man.
No, chat's not broken. There's just not been much. I know JP just came in.
In the words of Lobo, nobody's better than the main man.
I love those Lobo books that Bisley did, dude. Those were fantastic.
Yeah.
So is anybody going to bid $25 on this wonderful Lobo?
Now, this Lobo looks pretty cool. What size is this Lobo, and what is it drawn on?
It's on like 8.5 by 11 cardstock, and it with just like pen and ink watercolor.
Cardstock, as in like for scrapbooking.
Yeah, or just printing at home if you want a heavy cardstock to print on.
And are these washes of watercolor, or what are these?
Yeah, it's watercolor.
That's $25 US.
Now, this middle finger, did you use photo reference?
No, I just scribbled it out real fast.
So you weren't actually looking, like you weren't using a mirror and like flipping yourself off and drawing.
I'm looking in the mirror like that. I was totally looking in the mirror. It got the drool and everything. That's exactly my process. Just my face got stuck like that for a week.
Well, I'm sure you were warned, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like my mama home and it happened.
Okay. Yes, John is offering to auction off the Canadian Buckler page 1, starting at $100 US. Lorenzo.
Hey, John, you have to remember these are poor people here.
Well, you know, Mighty Geek, you have to remember, you know, Rick isn't the king of Siam, you know. And he needs to get on this mission trip because there are godless heathens down there.
The godless heathens. What about the godless heathens here?
Lorenzo says he can't afford that. Well, can you afford this wonderful Lobo? Does it Lobo come with candy? JP says, I already bought the present. Lorenzo says, Rick needs to meet a woman. Or women. He says, I've met several women in my life. Just none of them want to go out with me.
It's the whammons.
The whammons.
See, Rick needs a big golden cross to hang around his neck, a little bit of bling when he goes down there, so he can floss on these godless heathens.
Oh man, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah, that would work.
Okay. At the moment, it doesn't look like anybody's interested in the Lobo.
Oh, my fifis.
We will come back to it if we get some more people in the chat.
Man, I'm gonna close out these hero pages, man. They're still all in layers with all these other documents, man. They're just eating.
Uh-oh.
They almost froze my Photoshop when I was bringing them up.
You can screenshot that and sell it on the internet as spoilers for Hero.
Yeah, I've got the entire book still.
I'm gonna sell it into Bounding into Comics as a sneak preview.
Go for it. They'll be like, "What book?"
Okay.
Like, who are these guys?
And I've got this Hulk Hogan for $20 starting out.
Oh yeah, brother.
For a bid. It is on 9x12.
9x12. You can't fit those 19-inch pythons on 9x12. That's mathematically impossible. Trying to trick me. I know a scam when
if you do it diagonally, you might be able to wrap it around.
That is not how that works, Ray.
That's not math, man.
That's not math, man.
Math.
That's an aspect ratio, which does not even.
You can't put those 18, 19-inch pythons on 9x12. It don't fit.
Let's see. Tank says he's having severe internet problems. I guess that's why he's not in here with us, and he is watching in one.
Oh my goodness! Wait a minute! Breaking news! Tank Fair is having internet issues.
He was having problems bad last week.
I've never known Tank to have properly working internet.
Really?
Yeah. We disappeared for 2 months without a word to anyone. Then popped back up like nothing happened.
Then I'm going to take these 4 pages, and if you don't want a physical copy, I'm going to put them up on digital for a 99-cent download.
He says he's watching in 144p.
Everything looks like an NES game.
Jonah Art says, "Tank, turn off the Wii, the PS4, problem solved."
That will make a difference if I leave my Xbox up. It'll drag down my internet speed.
Tank says, I haven't had good internet since I moved to Oregon. Well, then move away from Oregon.
He's out in the middle of nowhere. No wonder.
In the middle of nowhere. Is this a Sinestro?
Mm-hmm. Back in the early days when Ethan first started his channel and he would do those drawing episodes, I did this while I was watching the Sinestro one.
Is this your signature on the lower left-hand corner there?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you zoom in on that? I want to see it.
Wow.
I see Avery there, 17.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
In a box.
Yeah.
Avery in a box.
Yep. I just break up my signature in a box.
Okay, so do we have $20 for this Hulk Hogan? Anybody out there?
Apparently not to scale.
Yes. Hey, I put him on a page. What do you expect? You expect scale when he's on a page?
Tank says his local cell phone tower doesn't just look like a tree. It is an actual tree.
It is a tree. They just run some wires up to a tree, staple them up there with a little bit of hot glue, and like, done.
Has to coat his entire living room in aluminum foil whenever he wants to get online.
Jonah Art says, if Avery is in a box, then how is he in the stream?
Oh.
Good question.
Yeah, riddle me that, Rick.
Hey, you see him in a box? It's called your cell phone, the box.
Why am I looking at a
TV.
picture of Hulk Hogan with some black eyes when you could be looking at this Canadian buckler here?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to sell a Canadian Shield. Canadian Shield.
Trying to sell Hulk Hogan, man.
Did you just call Hulk Hogan the real American a Canadian?
I think he did.
I think you did.
I guess he's tired of just drawing Bill Shatner all the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Tank Barrett is saying that his modem is a tin can attached to a string, attached to some Cat 5. So you should upgrade and just whittle yourself a new modem.
Or I've got a Nightwing for $25 starting bid. I've got a Skeletor. And I've got this manga /
Rick, why are your drawings more expensive than Avery's? And his has background. Why? And yours has no background.
I said his starts at 25. And this one, that one, and that one are all on 11x17 too, approximately. And I said about his, that one, his start. What did you say? That was 9x12?
Which one?
Yeah.
The Lobo?
Yeah.
The Lobo's on 8.5x11.
Yeah. And I started that at 25, and we're starting this wonderful Cyber Frog off at $100 US. And that's on 11x17.
Yep.
What's Cyber Frog? I don't see no Cyber Frog.
Yeah, I know it looks a little bit like the lizard, right?
Yeah, he has Ninja Turtle head. That's a common mistake a lot of people make. Like I thought about fixing it, just printing it out and redoing it, re-inking it, because I changed the shape of the head on one file. I was just like, I'll just do a new one. I'll just do something totally different.
Tank Ferret says, I'm going to upgrade after I finish this can of soup.
All right. I am making a video public right now on my channel.
What video is that?
But bam! It's a St. Patrick's Day video where I draw Lucky from Lucky Charms.
No.
Because I thought to myself, who is the most, noble and famous, Irishman to ever be? And because there are none, you pick Lucky from Lucky Charms.
Tank Ferret says it's progressive, so I expect CNN and MSNBC to be free.
My condolences on your Irishness.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look like anybody's actually buying tonight.
Win some, lose some.
Well,
Yeah.
it's the middle of the month also.
Mm-hmm.
So,
What are you trying to say?
I don't know.
Oh, look at that sexy
Ooh.
Venom.
Oh, thank you, sir.
You got that Spider-Woman pose going on.
Yeah, showing off that ass.
All right. Oh, look, it just went up. Let me see here. Yeah, boy, look at that. Ooh, Dillard draws.
Yeah, I got that notification.
Lucky Charms speed draw.
I'm gonna watch that.
It's only 2 minutes.
That's quite. I'll watch it after the stream.
Yeah.
I like that Napa, man. That was cool.
I also like Nappa. That's why I drew him.
But that looked really good, man. That anime style works really well for you, dude.
Well, when I was just a young boy, that's what I did. They would just copy my cartoons.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've drawn an anime type style before. I just haven't done it in years.
Yeah.
So what do you think? What do you think about this Lucky I'm drawing here, Rick? I'm drawing pretty fast.
Question is, will you get lucky?
Well, the question is, does it have a background? The answer is yes.
Let's see. John Art says Patrick Star is the most famous Irish character, but Jack, I'm not sure how to pronounce, terrorizes and Nuggle the most famous Irish YouTubers.
What?
I have no idea. You'd have to read the comment.
So what are you going to do for St. Patrick's Day? Are you going to go buy some Bailey's Irish whiskey?
St. Patty's Day. You have a little bit of Irish in you, eh?
Yep, Scottish, Irish, English. All the skirt wearing Celts.
Don't all of those people hate each other?
Yeah, but they're all Celtic.
Don't they all hate each other with good cause?
Well, not the Irish and the Scottish, not as much. Thing is, though, they're all the same race of people, but they all have there's a lot of bad, especially with the English. There's a lot of bad blood. I like that.
Well, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. Happy St. Patty's Day.
Because it is a Catholic feast day for St. Patrick.
That might be what our problem is today. Everybody's out celebrating St. Patty's Day. They're out getting drunk.
That was the first time in the history of the world that you actually did a correct accent, Rick.
I do lots of correct accents.
Let's see. Jonah says, John, you're you gonna go see the Hollywood version of La Llorona? Absolutely. I see everything that has to do with the Llorona. What is this?
I'll wait till it comes out. I'll wait till it comes out on Blu-ray and talk to Andrew into buy it, and I'll watch it for free on his Vudu.
I just tell Chester that he needs to do it on his rabbit videos he does on Saturdays. That way, somebody else can buy it and I just watch it.
That's what I do with a lot of movies. I just wait for Andrew to buy it. I have his passcode to his Vudu account.
Well, that's horrible. So that being said, I still don't understand why Rick Piper is not focusing on this Canadian buckler here, because the entirety of the profits are going towards his mission trip.
Because nobody's buying at the moment.
You haven't even put it up for sale yet, Rick. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Kick it off with that. Go for it.
Lorenzo. Plus, you don't even have it up at the moment, John.
Well, I was showing you the Lucky Charms video, man.
He wasn't paying attention.
I saw the Lucky Charms thing. Not very lucky, was it?
All right, I'm gonna stop screen sharing. That way you can.
I'm gonna get drunk and watch the Leprechaun movies.
Oh, those movies are classics.
Except the one where he's in space. I can't stand that one.
I hate that one.
But that was the best one. What are you talking about?
No, that's the worst one. That one's unwatchable. The others, all the others are funny.
Okay. Lorenzo says, I think $100 is too much for us poor folks. Yeah, all the people with money are out. All right.
All right. Let me ask this then. And I am going to do this on your honor. What would you pay for something like this? What is spreading the word of the good Lord worth to you? I'm gonna make this piece no reserve. How about that?
So the bidding starts at $120.
And the only caveat is that if it doesn't get as much as the shipping, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, the shipping. What's gonna get you?
And how much would the shipping be for that? Do you know offhand, John?
Lorenzo, no reserve means that you don't need to start off at any particular amount. But yeah, if as long as you're in the United States, I think I can get this out to you for less than $6. Because this right here is going to be the next big thing to drop in the Canadian market. Old women are gonna have this next to their photograph of the Queen of England.
Lorenzo says, I bid $6. Is that confirmed?
I know it has to be over $6.
What's it gonna be? Did you say, John?
Over $6.
John Art bids 1 penny.
Oh.
He says you should start higher.
I don't think that's a penny. I don't know what that is. It's 0-01. What the hell is that?
It's comma. It should have been a period instead of a comma.
Lorenzo says $7. Is that confirmed, Lorenzo? Lorenzo is still claiming that he's bidding $7, having not yet confirmed. Why are you guys so silent? What's going on?
Jonah Arts goes up to 2 cents.
2 cents? Oh my God, that's brutal.
Well, I know that I deserve more, but does Rick deserve more? Does the human race deserve to hear about the gospel of Jesus Christ?
Exactly.
Now, Lorenzo, you need to put the word confirmed beside the $7 bid.
$7 confirmed.
He says there's another stream going on. Whose?
Doug is on.
Uh,
I believe Doug is on.
So now that it's official that we're moved, did you want to make an announcement at all here for the D&D?
Oh, sure. Yeah. We are moving the D&D to Monday nights at 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
For those that would like to know here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we were doing a live D&D session Friday nights at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern, but that's starting to become troublesome for a lot of the people in the party, so we're moving it to Monday nights at 9 o'clock, 1 hour earlier, 9 o'clock Eastern. So if anybody's interested in watching me, Rick Piper, Cat from Chat Sauvage, Model 316, JP4, Bill from Argos Creations, we're all going to be on there, and Chester Busby is dungeon mastering the whole thing. And it's shaping up to be a pretty epic adventure, if I don't say so myself, Rick. Even though we're all only wood class adventurers.
Yes, we're all starting out level 1.
Well, everybody's already made it to level 2 so far.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether any of us are going to make it to level 3 though.
Well, yeah, you guys are playing it like you got like a 1-up man in your back pocket or something. You guys are playing it really fast and loose. I'm trying not to die, and you guys are like, I'm just gonna throw myself into the dragon's mouth.
Oh yeah, it's just the guy that threw himself at the mercy of the goblins the first week.
Oh, I'm sorry, Rick. I had no idea that you had the ability to fight 112 goblins.
Well, you didn't run either, so.
Run where? They had us pinned down on all sides.
Hey, what was it? Model and Cat got in the river and didn't get noticed.
Mm-hmm. And what am I supposed to do with my stone tablet? That's my spell book, and as it drags me to the bottom of the river.
Oh yeah, when you're like 2 feet in, I don't think it's going to drive you to the bottom of the river.
I'll just give up the ghost and be swept away.
Let it fall to the bottom and let me pick it up afterwards after the goblins are gone. Jonah Art says, I am the Goblin Slayer. So Lorenzo has not put the confirm, so I don't think he's actually bidding $7. I think he's playing around at the moment because he's trying to have some fun.
Because Rick Piper is being very derogatory towards his picture here.
Well, he did just put the word confirm. So we do have the $7 bid confirmed. Do we have 10? Do we have 10 from anybody?
Rick. In America, it goes 7 to 8.
Yeah, well, I'm bumping it up to 10.
But this is not your picture. This is my picture.
Okay, do we have 8? Does anybody want to go up to 8?
Does anybody want this original Canadian Buckler, hand-drawn first page of the first issue for more than $7?
Will anybody try to outbid Lorenzo?
Because Jesus himself is watching this bid and he's saying, is that all I'm worth is $7?
Oh, man.
Well, unless you think that Jesus is not omnipotent.
I know he's omnipotent.
So he's watching right now, and he's saying, "Rick Piper,
Get me more money.
what are you doing to my name? Is my name only worth $7? Why aren't you pushing this more?"
Lorenzo says, put in a sleeve and waterproof folder, and I'll pay more.
Oh no, this thing will be shipped in a top-loading plastic sleeve, and it'll be in a, I don't know about a waterproof folder, but I don't even know what that is. But this will have a sleeve over it, a hard plastic sleeve, clear, and it will be shipped in a bubble mailer, surrounded on all sides by a foam board. Very lovingly packaged and shipped to your doorstep.
Lorenzo says, my mailman throws it on the ground every time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Every damn time. Well, there you go. And the good Lord is looking at Rick and saying, Rick, why don't you want this piece, Rick?
Well, that would defeat the purpose, wouldn't it?
He actually used logic that time.
That's how Rick gets you. He throws in logic with insults.
Joseph says, Lorenzo, you need to throw your mailman on
Oh, Joseph, you killed Rick, Joseph.
Oh, man. Oh. Rick, I got to jump ship. I got to get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I understand.
But thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Sorry nothing sold this week for you.
It's no problem.
We'll be back here. He'll be back next week, right?
Yeah, sure. It's good talking to you guys. Good to see you again, John.
All right, I'll see you later, Avery.
Yep.
Lorenzo says, I only bid low to get someone else to bid. Yeah, well, I don't think anybody's bidding besides you. We got this Canadian Buckler issue number 1, page number 1 by John Dillard.
And it is, in fact, the first appearance of the Canadian Buckler. You can get this mailed to your house and don't even open it. Just send it immediately to the CGC. Get this thing graded.
But what was I saying? Bid it to for right now. It's at $7. If anybody wants to go up to 8, maybe 10, you can outbeat Lorenzo. Lorenzo says, I can't afford a ton, spend much, but I want to work something out where you get more than $7.
Don't worry about it, Lorenzo.
Well, you can always agree to pay him a little bit over time. A little bit here, a little bit there.
Send me $4 this week, and then $3 next week.
No, I was thinking for this week, 10 this week, 10 this week, 10 next week, 10 the next week, Do that $40 one, $10 installments. IMOA. I forget what that means. IMOA.
Means laugh my ass off. Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna die. I got the sore throat.
So are you truly going to let that go for $7, John?
Oh, I have no choice in the matter, Rick. I've already said what I said. That's not how auctions work. You take
Sure.
whatever you get.
Lorenzo says, I meant the minimum bid should be higher. Well, he put no minimum bid, so well he did, and then he took it away. So since it seems nobody, we'll say going once for $7 to Lorenzo, Canadian Buckler, page 1. He says that would be exploiting you, John.
Well, Lorenzo, if you don't want it, you feel free to take down your bid. But
We can always share.
I am more than willing to send it to you for the 7.
We can always try next week or whenever. Okay, Joseph says, you guys are doing this all wrong. Start at 1,000,000, 1,000, and then go down. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I took Alexandria Cortez's class on economics. He says, I wanted, but you deserve more. Lorenzo says. Do we have $8 for this? Yes, he was, but he took that away. Lorenzo, he was asked. The minimum bid was 100, but then he took it away. So saying no minimum bid. Well, I guess then he said minimum bid has to be $7 minimum. He changed his minimum bid from 100 to 7. Please bid more so I can bid more. Nobody's stopping you from bidding more, Lorenzo. You can outbid yourself, you know.
I would say going twice.
Yeah. Yes, going twice. $7 for Lorenzo for the Canadian Buckler issue on page 1. He says that makes no sense. I know it makes no sense. I've seen people do it though.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then he says, I only got 2 hours sleep last night. I've been there.
Why aren't you getting any sleep, Rick?
Well, it's been a long time since I've only gotten 2 hours for a sleep. I usually get a lot longer than that. Usually I get my 8 hours.
Lorenzo says, why are you selling it? I'm not selling it cheap. I'm putting it up for auction with no minimum bid.
He's saying, I have a serious question though. How do you accept bids? Right now we do PayPal. Joseph?
You see, because if you recall, what I said was, okay, why am I taking away the minimum bid? Because somebody said they cannot afford that. So what I said, Rick, if you recall, was, okay, so I'm gonna do this on your honor. What are you willing to pay for this? And I put no minimum bid. And if all you're willing to pay is $7, then you'll have it for $7 on your honor.
That's all you can afford.
Yep. Because you guys are here because you guys want to buy original artwork from the artists in this community. That's why I'm here. And that's why I'm offering this up with no minimum. And also to get Rick to wherever he's going, that backwater country.
El Salvador.
There you go, El Salvador. Wasn't there a movie with James Woods called El Salvador?
I did not know. I think you answered. You're welcome, Joseph. We've answered Joseph's question of how to accept payments, and Lorenzo's. We've answered that. Why no minimum?
Hey, Rick, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water real quick. Thirsty.
Okay.
My voice is all cracking up. Hold on.
Boom! There goes John. Tell us about the artist. His name is John Dillard. He has his own YouTube channel. And we can tell you, John can tell you a lot about himself when he gets back. This is making me sad. Says Lorenzo. Yeah, well, tonight was not a good night to come and do an auction, so it would seem. Everybody's out getting drunk because it's St. Patty's Day, and they can't be bothered coming to our auction. Except for you lovely folks, of course. I don't know. He says he's written a 4-page story. He might include it in something else that he does in the future. I don't know anyone here. Oh, sorry about that, Joseph. Or come by more often, and I'm sure you'll get to know us all, eh? Oh, one sec. There's that Canadian thing, eh? We're just waiting for John Dillard to come back to find out about the artist a little bit. Who better to say about the artist than the artist himself? And we do have Mighty Geek in the room. He's got a channel around here too. Oh, sounds like John's back. Joseph was wanting you to tell him about yourself, John. But I don't think he heard me yet, eh? And you're welcome, Joseph.
All right, I'm back. What's going on?
Joseph was saying, tell us about the artist. So tell us about yourself.
What did you tell him, Rick?
Your name's John Dillard. You have a channel. I figured you can tell about yourself better than we can.
Oh, man. That's a terrible thing. Well, yeah, my name is John Dillard. I have a YouTube channel called Dillard Draws, where I do tutorials on how to draw, live streams. We do hangouts. We play some live D&D. I do speed drawings. Just put up a speed drawing a little while ago. So if you want to head over to my channel and check it out, and if you like the content you find there, subscribe. Personally, as an artist, my 3 main influences would be Mark Texeria, Norman Rockwell, and John Crick-Felucci of Ren and Stimpy.
Okay, and since that's all said, we'll say going thrice, 3 times for Lorenzo says John has one of the best comic channels.
Oh, thank you, Lorenzo. I lied a little bit. I didn't actually I got water, but I put Crystal Light in it, so it's flavored water.
There's a lot of cups pouring or whatever.
I think those are beers.
Oh, I guess I heard that if you put over, yeah, beers.
Yes, I am. I'm actually turning this into it's going to be a very small, very short 4-page comic book. It's probably going to be out digital before anything else. And I'm going to be selling the digital copies for $1 a piece for a 4-page origin story. It's going to be exciting, Rick.
So
I'm going to have so much information because this is not going to be like a regular 4-page comic book you get from like, Marvel or whatever, where it has like barely any story. Like this is going to be like those old Ghost Rider, like the first appearance of Ghost Rider, where you get like a whole bunch of story in one page. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be like that. It's going to be 4 pages, which is why I have such a big area down here marked off for text, because
you're just gonna say a whole bunch of what's going on.
Oh yeah, I gotta put a little bit of exposition in there, you know.
So, like I said, going thrice to Lorenzo for $7.
All right.
So
congratulations, Lorenzo.
Going, gone. You have won this piece for $7 US, Lorenzo. We do hope you enjoy it.
Why is Mighty Geek in here but muted?
I don't know. He muted himself. He was not muted for the longest time.
All right, so Lorenzo, make sure to go to my Twitter DMs and hit me up, and I will shoot you a link to the PayPal. And I think my PayPal, my DMs are open, so that should be fine.
Yeah. Well, he says he's gotten stuff off you before, so.
Well, I don't really keep personal information around available,
yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, I think I more mean that as in he should be able to DM you easily.
Yeah. Plaza Sésamo. My kid is watching Plaza Sésamo. Did you know that there's a Sesame Street in Spanish called Plaza Sésamo?
No.
Well, there is.
What was that?
Lorenzo says fascinating. I'm sorry, you deserve more money. I think Lorenzo is stealing this art. He said Lorenzo was an art thief, confirmed.
Well,
to be perfectly honest, I'm very happy that somebody wants this page, and I will very happily send this page out. I would hate for this page to just go into a stack of papers in my cabinet over there and just sit, you know? Oh, I'm knocking over stuff.
He says, I want to use this work to get your name out. Well, this is good. For sure, Lorenzo.
Yeah.
So, since that's about the only thing that seems like it's going to be sold tonight, at least something did sell.
Why don't you lower your prices? I'm lowering my prices rock bottom. I think I'm going to start doing sketch cards.
Yeah. One way to promote is make sure you tweet out Lorenzo whenever whenever one of us is on, obviously. Tweet out, Facebook out, any social media that you're attached to that YouTube will allow you to send it, or maybe you can just copy and paste it different other places. You know, our channels, that's a good way to promote.
He's not talking about your channel, he's talking about my channel, Rick.
And I'm talking about both of our channels.
And I'm talking about my channel only. What you should do is not include Rick in anything. And promote John Diller's channel only.
Joseph says, Sesame Street taught me to count. But I count, then laugh. 1, 2, 3,
I think you're putting in extra ha's.
Maybe.
And why is his face covered up with Alita Battle Angel and he's silent?
Ooh.
Oh wait, he took off. Never mind.
Okay, like I said, at least we got a piece sold tonight. Better than nothing. And so I think I'm going to end for now. till next week for this, but I will be on tomorrow. You going to be on tomorrow anytime, John?
I'm going to be on tomorrow 4 times.
Ooh. Cool. So you want to show for yourself before we get out of here?
Sure. Art is a funny thing. And some people like it and some people don't. I think that art is the best way to convey a feeling, no matter what that feeling is. Now, the feeling that I want to convey through all of my artwork is excitement, because this medium is so precious to me. And if you want to join me in my enthusiasm, my reckless abandon, and my 60-year-old smoker's voice, Mr. Joseph Watson, then hop on over to my channel, Dillard Draws, where we're going to talk about all things art and draw all things artistic. Thank you.
Okay. And you can catch me here Monday through Friday at noon Eastern Standard Time, drawing. And that is it for today. Be sure to tune in. Bye for now. God bless. Have a great day, everyone.